Hi, everybody, and welcome to an impromptu video. It's cold outside. Brrr. You know what the best part about it being cold outside is that all the unattractive people have to put their clothes back on. That's right, I said it. And if you have a problem with that, then you might as well push the pause button on this video and move on. Or if you feel you need to voice your problems, go ahead and type your reply in the little reply box under the video. And I won't respond to your reply. Okay? Because this is my video and I'm going to do it my way. So, that's it. That's all I've got to say about that issue. Anyway, anyone who knows me knows I love the cold. That's why I'm wearing my favorite stocking cap and my rider jacket, which I've adorned with several awesome buttons, including Megatron, the Decepticon symbol, 20-year-old official Freakazoid Heaven 88 Incorporated, or Freakazoid Heaven 88 Incorporated white zombie button, an In Flames button that I got with my Come Clarity Digipack from a while ago, a Marduk button that I got with my Legrandance Macabre box set a few years back, and another Megatron button. Megatron for Vote Megatron. Why vote for Lesser Evil? So anyway, what this video is about is albums that I only allow myself to listen to when the weather is freezing cold. Now, some of you may think, boy, Mike, you're so rigid. Well, yeah, I am. So, I mean, I think it just makes the albums that much more special when you listen to them only during a certain time period, as opposed to all year round where, they don't feel, you just don't feel, they just don't have that extra special feel. So anyway, let's get started. My first one here is Sentenced, North from Here. Now this is the 2008 Death Certificate 2 CD reissue. I have the first press, the first U.S. press that is, but I always liked this picture, or this press better, because I like the picture of the Northern Lights on this one. It really captures the mood and the freezing cold feeling of this music. Next up is Thulkandra. They rule. One of the better Dissection clones that are out there. This is their latest, Ascension Lost, from 2015, aka last year. Another Thulkandra. This is Under a Frozen Sun. I think this is their best material. This is from 2011. This features Life Demise, an unanimated cover, the first song off of Ancient God of Evil. I wonder if Richard Damon and Mike Broberg have heard this song. So guys, I'm going to tag you in my video. Just tell me if you've heard this cover or not. I think it's really good. I'd like to hear your guys' opinion. And this one, their Thulkandra's debut, Fallen Angels Dominion, took a while to grow on me. I'm gonna give it another try. This one features a cover, of Dissection's The Somber Lane. I don't think I've ever heard a better version of The Somber Lane than I did on the actual album of The Somber Lane. There's a tape that has the Somber Lane promo where they record from 92. where there were a lot of the songs made it onto the Past Is Alive compilation, and but the Somber Lane track wasn't one of them. But I'd really like to hear how that sounds. So hopefully one day I could find that. It's on my Discogs want list. Hopefully one day I could find that tape to be on. I really, um, with that, cost isn't an issue. If I see it, I could, whatever it is, I could just save up and eventually buy it. Um, yeah. So if it's like, whatever. Moving on. Uh, Sacramentum, Far Away from the Sun. Cover art by Necrolord, aka Christian Whalen. This just reeks of coldness. It features my favorite production sound of all time, which was done by Dan Sfano in Unisound Studios during that magical time of 1994 through 1996. And this is the 2013 Century Media reissue, because that one from 1995 is just so damn expensive. And plus, this is an album that just needed to be reissued. It sounds great. It's remastered by Dan Sfano as well, so it just sounds phenomenal. Hopefully, one day I will own the original press as well, but that's way down my list. Next up is Netherbird, another just album with a really cold feeling to it. Features Adrian Erlandson of always At the Gates on drums, and is there anybody else famous that I've heard of? Besides, of course, the obvious Necrolord. Wait, does he go by Necrolord on this one? Doesn't look like it. No, he just goes by Christian Whalen on this one. Let me see here. Oh yeah, Tobias Gustafson, my buddy. Tobias Gustafson, my Facebook buddy on here, is in this band. That's awesome. Oh, and I stand corrected. He does go by Necrolord on this track. On this album. So that's great. Yeah, it's a great album. Has a really cold feeling to it. Yeah, just cold art, cold music, just all around cold, and that's why I like it so much. Immortal, Pure Holocaust. One of the most hate-filled, grim, cold, vicious, vile black metal albums ever made. No mention of Satan at all. Just cold. You feel like you're outside in negative 10-degree weather without a jacket when you listen to this album. It's just so awesome. And I love it. It's sometimes I think it's their second best album. Their discography, with the exception of their first one, at the Heart of Winter, in my opinion, will always be the best Immortal album. But their discography shuffles all around with me after At the Heart of Winter. I think this thing has solidified its place as second best Immortal album, so that's good. Edge of Sanity, Nothing But Death Remains. Dan Stefano has gone on record as saying that he doesn't really like this album very much, which is too bad, because as a band just starting out, I think it's a very strong effort. I really like the simplicity of it. Brutality through simplicity. I mean, this is perfect. I really like the cold feeling that you get from listening to this album. It's a simple drawing, simple logo. It's just simple. And it's in cases like this, simple just works. and I really like it. I like it, and it makes things feel cold when I listen to it. I don't know if that makes sense. It it really doesn't, but you know what I mean. I hope you know what I'm getting at. That'd be cool if you did. If not, then find me. I'll explain it to you. Dissection's first official live album, Live Legacy. This is the embossed digipack that I found at the Omega, the End Records Omega Order, Omega Mail Order, or whatever the hell it's called. I really do like this a lot. The only thing that I don't like is the Somber Lane. It's like the rest of the album was produced well, and then the Somber Lane was just produced like shit. But yeah, and plus, none of the songs go into flow. They always stop and then go to another song. I really wish they hadn't done that. But I saw them on this tour. In fact, they were the first band I ever saw live. So needless to say, I started off good. The first show I ever went to was Morbid Angel, At the Gates, and Dissection. So yeah, needless to say, I got my concert cherry broken very well. The Dissection, Where Dead Angels Lie EP. There's no really explanation as to why this is here. I have the Storm of the Light's Bane 2 CD reissue where the songs here are on the second CD remastered, so I can listen to them in the car. And one of my next purchases from Discogs is going to be the Where Dead Angels Lie non-shaped CD, so everything will be copacetic as far as this album or EP is concerned. Dissection, Storm of the Light's Bane, right behind Dawn's Slaughter Sun as the greatest blackened death metal album of all time. Truly trendsetters with this album. Cold every way you look. My buddy Johan Norman really did a great job on it. Really did a great job. Him and John Advite really worked well together. My buddy Peter Palmdale did a great job on this as well. I don't think he contributed much. I think mainly the two main songwriters were John Nodvite, may he rest in peace, and Johan Norman. I could be wrong though. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, which we all will. So yeah, I mean, an incredible job by Ole Omen on drums. This album is just perfect. There's nothing wrong with this album at all. From the killer artwork by Necrolord, just from top to bottom, it's just perfect. Desultory, Into Eternity. Yeah, obviously the CD has seen better days. This is the 2011 Pulverized Records reissue, remastered by Dan Swano. Sounds incredible. I will eventually get the original 1993 version down the road somewhere. I'll get the US version, not the European version. It'll bring up the price a little bit, but whatever. This vision of clouds just makes the album, gives you that really cold feeling to it. And then whatever the hell this is, I think it's from a donut. It has to be from a donut. Yeah, it's from either a donut or a bow tie. Gotta love those bow ties. Bow tie or cinnamon. No, yeah, that's right. Donuts. I don't eat donuts anymore. It's probably from, odds are it's from a bow tie from last year. Whatever. Anyway, this is Desultory from Into Eternity. Great album. I just recently got this back. Demonaz, March of the Norse. It's painfully obvious who the superior songwriter in Immortal was a bath because the majority of the songs on this album sound the same. And the best song, in my opinion at least, is the bonus song, which never, that rarely happens. And it was written back in 1998, I think, before Demonaz hurt himself. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about this album. It was pretty much the same as I left it, but I'm gonna keep it this time around. It's good, and it's good for the cold. That's all I gotta say. But overall, it's gonna be my worst album of 2011 for sure. A Canter's Quintet, great melodic death metal band. This was a lick that cost me a pretty good penny, but it was worth it. These 4 songs are incredible, and it features once again that killer song or sound that I love. My favorite sound, produced by Dan Swano at Unisound. This is an EP from 1995. A Canter's Quintet as Tears. Killer artwork. Has that great ice, a tear dropping in ice. Like a warm tear breaking the ice, and just the forest and everything, just really cool. Very cold. Aha. Bathory, Nordland 2. Love it. This album to me is perfect. This is, if I don't think Quorthon could have gone out on a higher note. May he rest in peace. He couldn't have left this world without making a better piece of music. I love the album on the I love that. That is just beautiful. That is beautiful. That is just beautiful. And beautiful artwork by Christian Whalen. Just beautiful artwork by Christian Whalen. And yeah. All that album is just beautiful, as is this. This is the inferior one, Nordland 1, but it's still awesome. As you can see, artwork by Christian Whalen. I would love to get this 2-piece vinyl. It would really be nice. I mean, of course, I would just keep it to collect, not to play or anything, but I think it'd still be nice to have, of course, and I'd get it on Pick LP too. Bathory, Blood on Ice. Amazing artwork by Christian Whalen. I talked to him about this artwork, and he said when he was contacted by Quorthon to do this, he was completely floored. And yeah, definitely. And this album took a while to grow on me because of the clean vocals, but it definitely did. And now I really love it, and now I see what a lot of other people see in it. So, Bathory, Blood on Ice, killer album. Perfect for the cold. Perfect for the cold. Amorphous, Black Winter Day. Gotta love the Rush feel. Gotta love the Rush tribute there by Wes Ben Scotter. Just great for driving in a nice cold, freezing night. Gotta love the closing keyboard passage on Moon and Sun Part 2, North Sun. I gotta show my buddy Bill Hoban that eventually, because he loves keyboard, and once again, just great for the cold. This Old Man's Child. If you don't know why this is perfect for the cold, leave. Ice Tap, my favorite black metal album of last year. Frostbitten, once again, if you don't know why this is good for the cold, leave. Ancient, the Canyon Chronicle. This album is incredible. Has the sound that I really like, or that I love, I should say. And even though I don't think this is really designed for the cold, it still gives me that cold feeling when I listen to it. So I love it. I really do. This is one of my favorite black metal albums of all time. It really is. I want to hear their other older stuff, though. This is the farthest I'll go with this band. I just want to hear their older stuff. Svartalheim, whatever it's called, and then their other EP, their other older EP. Allegiance features former members of Marduk, Frederick Anderson, and B. War. Heim till Hangagud, something Swedish. This is what made me do it. The nice cloudy, cold day in Sweden. Just looks like a battlefield that would be for the Vikings and everything like that. Just really cool. I love it. Here we go. To me, the greatest, the best black metal album of all time. Nothing in black metal can top it. Never have, never will. I love it. And if people can't see why, this is for the winter, considering it's immortal at the heart of winter, which is what we are at right now. Whatever. Immortal, Sons of Northern Darkness. This is another flawless Immortal record. Maybe this is my second favorite Immortal album. Once again, I don't know if Pure Holocaust Solid. I don't know, but this is again perfect because Immortal is perfect for the cold, and that's the only time I'll let myself listen to any Immortal record except Damned in Black, and I won't allow myself to listen to Damned in Black during the winter. Immortal Blizzard Beasts, same case, you know. Children Bodom, Follow the Reaper. It's just got that. I just always thought this album had a cold feeling to it. It's like a nice, crisp, cold breeze. I always thought that about this album. Dark Tranquillity, Skydancer. This is the 2014 reissue that has the Of Chaos and Eternal Night EP with it. This album, see, once again, I just always thought this album had a nice cold feeling to it. I always thought that. Once again, Immortal, All Shall Fall. Great artwork by Par Olofsson to unveil an amazing picture of Immortal. They never fail to disappoint. Well, now with the bath gone, maybe they will start. Great. Dark Funeral, Secrets of the Black Arts. Great cover art by Necrolord, aka Christian Valen. This album totally belongs to the cold. To the cold. To the cold. I love this album so much. Pretty much flawless. Just incredible black metal. Rest in peace, Black Moon. Immortal, Battles in the North. This is just perfect winter. Perfect winter. Perfect winter weather black metal. Amorphous, Tales from the Thousand Lakes. What can be said about this album? This album is practically flawless, and this album is just great for winter. I mean, look, a nice cold stream or waterfall, whatever you want to call that, and just a nice cold feeling when you hear that intro. I mean, it's just the Thousand Lakes intro. It's just sends shivers up your spine. Children of Bodom, Halo Blood. I just wanted to put that in there because, it has the Reaper standing on ice and it's snowing. And, it does give it a nice cold factor, too. And lastly, Immortal, Diabolical, Full Moon Mysticism. Immortal, yeah. Well, there is one that I forgot to get from my room, and I don't want to get up and go get it. And everything like that. It's Winterland with Welcome My Last Chapter. Um, it once again features my favorite sound. It's my friend Chris's second favorite black and death metal album. It rules from start to finish. It's totally a cold album, just freezing cold, and there's not a whole lot else to say about it besides it's just awesome. Once again, totally overusing the word awesome and amazing, and probably several other words that I'm just not catching myself overusing. But I'm sure I have, and I deeply apologize for overusing those words. But I could be overusing worse words like fuck and shit and things like that and making myself sound unintelligent. So, you know, I say it's a fair trade. Okay, everyone. Um, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have albums that you think should be on this list, uh, jot them down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you got to say. And if you don't, you don't. That's that simple. It's not. That's all right. All right. We'll see you next video. Cheers.